When it comes to formidable female screen images, the dames from the 30s and 40s were pretty hard to beat. With their shoulder pads, severe hairstyles and lipstick-slashed mouths, they were a match for even their toughest male counterparts, like Humphrey Bogart, James Cagney and Edward G. Robinson.
Take it off the E string, play it on the G string.
One of the most intimidating was Barbara Stanwyck, whose long Hollywood career saw her take on a number of defining roles in films like Double Indemnity, The Lady Eve and Walk on the Wild Side. But when it came to conjuring up the nerves of steel required for those sorts of femme fatales, Barbara had a deep well of personal experience to draw from. She was born Ruby Catherine Stevens in 1907 and raised in Brooklyn, because that's where her father Byron ran to the first time he abandoned her mother Catherine and their children. Then, when she was just 3 years old, her mother, who was pregnant again, was pushed off a tram by a drunk and killed.
Did you steal it?
Instead of looking after his children, Byron effectively made them complete orphans by deserting them and disappearing to the Panama Canal Zone. Barbara and her younger brother Malcolm were left with various neighbors, receiving little affection or security, until eventually the eldest sister, Maud, took Malcolm, but not Barbara. A boy is less trouble to look after, she explained.
The train will go right through here. When it does, you just follow me. You run with all your
At 15, she was hired as a dancer, and her entry into show business was sealed with her appearance in the hit play The Noose in 1926. Her rave reviews for that and another show, Burlesque, led to her new name, Barbara Stanwyck, and a Hollywood screen test for her first film, Broadway Nights.
Be a good girl, huh? I'll be rooting for you.
She played a small role as a fan dancer, having lost out on the lead when she was unable to cry during the screen test. It was one of the many acting skills she would perform with ease in later years, but at that time in her life, she simply had no tears available. Maybe she'd learned from the earlier stage that they would get her nowhere. Sheer grit was what she needed, and that's what she had, in abundance.